Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Again, we want to say, Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Hallelujah,
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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, so this is another Yasharahla Unity Camp in Richmond, Virginia. Let's thank the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for that. We give thanks always to the Most High. And this is Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters. This is the Sabbath day of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we always honor the Most High on the Shabbat. All right? The Most High Shabbat is the highest high holy day there is. All right? And we fail to keep it. That's the problem with our people. We fail to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But I got news for you when you read the Bible. The laws and statutes of the Bible, of the Torah, and the gospel is coming back in these last days. Come. The Most High is going to bring it all back. So we better prepare for ourselves for that. Okay? And the Most High is angry at our people. And he's angry. I got news for you. The Most High is angry at us, even the brothers that know the truth. He's mad at us. We're not coming together like we should. This is why the Yasharahla has unity camps. Because unity is the deal, brother. That's true. Unity is what's going to get us out. Okay, Con? That's why in with Isaiah, get Isaiah, was it 48 and 20? But when the scripture says, assemble yourselves, the Most High says, assemble yourselves in these last days. Or get the one in Zephaniah. Either one. Gather yourselves together. And we're not doing that as much as we should. Because you know why? You got brothers in camps and Israelite schools that are selling out. They're selling out. That's right. Okay? And that news for you is close. Yahweh Shai said what? I chose 12 of you, but one of you is the devil. Right. That's what he said. There's a lot of devils running around here. That's right. Okay? We're not just talking about in the world, but even within the confines of the community of Israel, there's a lot of devils walking around. And that's the problem. We better start waking up. Because I news for you, the coronavirus and all these viruses is hitting brothers too. You got brothers who could drop dead in the coronavirus. So the Most High is not playing games. Yeah, the Most High brought it, but he brought it through Esau and he put it out in the communities and our people are dropping dead by it. So we better wake up. It's high time for us to wake up. Go ahead, I'll read that. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Gather together. Why does Yahweh Shai say that? Because gathering together is the only way we're going to get the hell out of here. Okay? Because everybody's against us. The white man's against you. There's no love. Joe Biden is a pedophile. He ain't going to help you. Okay? The United States government, they're what? They're wicked as hell. They plan to destroy you in these last days. That's why the Bible tells you about Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is what? When the nations come against you as a people. And the Most High says he's going to bring it upon you. So what? So the ones of you that are approved can come forward. That's why the Most High said that day, there's going to be a lot of you saying, Lord, Lord, I prophesied in your name. And what Yahweh Shai say? Depart from me. You're a worker of iniquity. All that is coming to pass. And we're at that time now. It's imminent. But you're not waking up. And I'm thinking of brothers in the truth too. You're not waking up. That's right. How about that? But I won't, brother. I know who the 12 tribes are. That don't mean nothing. But you hate your brother. He's divided against your brother. There's no unity with your brother. That's why Passover's coming up, right? And Yahweh Shai taught us. He said, look, if you have an ought against your brother, do what? Put your gift by the altar and then go make up with your brother first. That's what he said, do. Don't come to the pastor all faking it. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hell out of here, nigga. Get out of here. This is what he's saying. But we don't practice the gospel, do we? But brother, the law, the statute, commandments, but what about the gospel commandments? Those are all commands. And we're not doing it. Go ahead, Ak. Gather yourselves together! Yay! Gather together! Oh, nation, not desired! Man, nation, not desired. Why is that? Because the nations don't desire you. We got to understand it's high time now for the Most High to have the nations reject the black man. Reject you all the way. Reject the black man, the black woman, then you'll come together. Cut off welfare. Cut off food stamps. Cut it off. That's what needs to happen in these last days. Then you'll come together. But as long as you got a handout, as long as you got this government helping you, as long as you got disability checks coming and stimulus checks coming, you're not going to want to come together. But the Most High is about to break it off now. So it's high time for you to wake up. Kom Yasharahla!
Kom Yasharahla!
Yasharahla!
Kom Yasharahla!
Yasharahla!
Kom Yasharahla!
Is that it?
Before the decree bring forward! Before the day pass on the charge!
Okay, get 2 Corinthians 6:1. So before the day passed as the chaff, before the destruction of America, and America's going out with flames. Okay? It's going out with flames. That's why the Bible says, seek Zion. Flee Babylon, and America's Babylon the Great. It said, flee it. It's high time for us to think about what? Nationality. Our own land. Our own land, our own government. That's why we say, Yasharahla, government of Israel. That's all you are. You're a government, a nation in exile. That's all you are.
That's right.
But you got to put it together. And the blueprint is the Bible.
That's right.
How do you put a nation together? Follow the Bible. Follow the blueprint. How do you build a house? You got to follow the blueprints. Gun? So now it's high time for us to do it. And Yahushua is our leader. You want a president? Yahushua is your president. You want a king? Yahushua is your king. You want a redeemer? Yahushua is your redeemer. You want a savior? Yahushua is your savior. Brother, well, who gonna lead us? What do you mean who? The Bible always told us who it was. We're now following what Yahushua laid the foundation for us to do. Go ahead, I'll tell them where you at.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 1. We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that you receive not the grace of God in vain.
How about that? How about that? So a lot of your brothers, there's a lot of camps, Israelite school out there that know the truth, but they receive it in what? In vain, in vanity. That's why you got camps now, all they do is abuse the congregation, robbing the hell out of them. $1,000 for a Passover. You know what I'm saying? Madness like that. All these kind of priest funds and all that madness. And then they call the house of David, or they call the Yasharahla and say, look, you got to do something about this. The pastor or the leader is robbing us. Or the bishop is robbing us. Get the hell out of here. And that's the problem. So that's why the Lord says, you priests, you leaders, you seek for reward. You seek for hire. Filthy lucre. That's why the Lord is angry. And we're doing it because we receive the gospel in vain. You know the truth, but you're not following it. And the first one, the Lord said, you must get the house in order first. What house is that? The nation of Israel, the ones of us that know the truth. It's not so much the ones out there in the world. They got what's coming to them. It's the ones of us that know the truth. That's who the Lord is going to deal with. Go ahead, up.
Verse 2. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation.
Now read it one more time.
For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted.
I have heard thee in a time accepted. So the black man in America, the black man in Richmond, Virginia, are you praying? The brothers in the truth and the sisters in the truth? He said, I heard you in the time accepted. Okay? When is that time, when is that acceptable time? When is it? Go ahead, Doc.
And in the day of salvation.
When's the day of salvation? Go ahead, Doc.
Have I secured thee.
Have I secured you. That's when you're going to be secured, in the day of salvation. I know a lot of you say, but I'm in the truth. I'm already secured. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not secure because you're in the truth. Because you know you're an Israelite. You're not secure. Brothers are dying all over the place. The Most High taking brothers out who are in the truth. Taking them out. So come on. Let's get real here. Go ahead, huh?
Behold, now is the accepted time.
What time is it?
Now is the accepted time.
One more time. What time is it?
Now is the accepted time.
My watch is failed, man. My watch broke. What time is it?
Now is the accepted time.
Now's that time. So you don't wait. And what does he mean by acceptable time? Begin to follow law, statutes, commandments, and the gospel of Mashiach Yahushua. Come on. That's the acceptable time. Now is. Because the kingdom of heaven is what? Not with observation, is it?
That's right.
Are you going to see it coming? No. No. The kingdom of heaven is already within you. And the problem is, it's within us, but we don't what? We're not the example of it.
Right.
We're the people that everybody's looking for the kingdom of heaven. Get with a preacher, waiting for the manifestations. Romans 8 and something. They're waiting for the manifestation of the sons of men. Okay? They're waiting for you to wake up and recognize who you are and be an example of these scriptures. But our people are not doing it. And we in the truth are not doing it. That's our problem. Go ahead, Art.
Behold, now is the day of salvation.
Behold, now is the time of salvation. Behold, what?
Now is the day of salvation.
Behold, what?
Now is the day of salvation.
Behold, what?
Now is the day of salvation.
Now's the time. What the hell are we waiting on? What are you waiting on? A stimulus check? Okay? That don't last long. Other nations got thousands of dollars, and here they give you what? The peace pay you $600, $1,200. That ain't no money to pay no bills.
Right.
They don't give a damn about you, brother. Okay? They don't give a damn about you. But it's coming now. They're going to start cutting you off in these last days. Okay? You got it up? The creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of men. Okay? Give me Luke 168 while he find that. Luke 168. Because now it's the time, it's high time. So high time means now, like high noon. High noon represents it's time for us to come together and rally together as a nation. Not as individual camps, as a nation. Come? Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Now, okay, before we read that, I want to read this one over here. This will show you the nations are waiting for us as a people to come together, okay, and begin to exemplify what the Bible is talking about. Go ahead, Doc.
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 19. For the expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh.
They wait for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. So where are they? Where are we at? Understand? Because we're not right in the Most High, he doesn't manifest us to the world. Even though we're out here teaching, but we got to do the right thing.
That's right.
Some of these camps are wicked as hell. So how are you going to be the example of the Most High Yahushua? You're not the example. So the nations are waiting for us to get prepared and be the example of laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But we don't want to do it. A Negro want to chop each and every one of us down. You got somebody want to rob you and rape you. Okay, and destroy you within Israel. And that's the problem. Go ahead, Doc. Was that it?
For the creature was made subject to vanity.
The creature was made subject to vanity. So the Most High said you were made subject to vanity. Go ahead, Doc.
Not willingly,
Not willingly, go on.
but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
So the Most High is saying you were made subject to vanity, but you have hope.
That's right.
And your hope is in who? Mashiach Yahushua. Because hope that is seen is not hope. Because we believe in the Mashiach. Come? We know the Mashiach. When 2 or 3 are gathered, Yahushua is in the midst of us. Come? Yahushua is here. We got to believe that, huh? Yeah, that's all we got is our faith. But then Yahushua comes back and says, oh, ye of little faith. Some of us have little faith. All right, but then there's some of us that have big faith. So we gotta be the carriers of the ones who have little faith. And that's the way it is. All right? Because Yahushua said, some men have no faith. Yet they're in the truth. Got no faithless, you around a faithless Negro. Ain't got no truth. Ain't got no understanding, no faith to carry on, endure. You got to endure this thing, man. Because why? It's going to be death and destruction and bloodshed coming to you in your neighborhood. 1,000 shall fall in your left hand and 1,000 in your right hand. But if you have faith, you said no harm shall come near you. What the scriptures say. We got to prepare. Jacob's trouble is coming. It's coming. The great tribulation period is coming. And it's coming to our people. Better be prepared. There's going to be death. It's going to be blood. The blood shall be up to the horse's brow. That's what the scriptures say. Okay, Ak, go ahead, Ak.
This the book of,
from the first verse again, from the 68th verse. 68th verse. Go ahead.
this the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68.
Bring it up.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he
Say Yahweh. Say Yahweh.
blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
So, what's the Most High saying now? You're redeemed. How about that? Israel, you're redeemed already. You say, well, where's my salvation at? It's, you're already redeemed. The fact that Yahushua came during this time, he came to redeem his people. But we had to go through what? We had to go through slavery. We had to go through our punishment. But you are redeemed. They're going to say, but yeah, but I'm in slavery. How the hell am I redeemed? Because why? We had to go through it. That's what we did. We sinned against the Most High. Okay? And the wages of sin is death. So we had to go through it. But you are a redeemed people. There's a certain period of time where we had to go through this, and then Yahushua is going to physically redeem us. Okay, go ahead, up.
And have raised up an horn of salvation.
See, that horn means power. A power of salvation. That's Yahushua. Come. Go ahead, up.
For us in the house of his servant David.
See, in the house of his servant David. So David is coming back too. King David, how about that? The Most High going to bring King David. He said to you disciples, ye 12 that have stood with me and went through with me in this trials and tribulation during this time. He said, in the regeneration, ye 12 are going to come back in the regeneration, sitting on 12 thrones of the nation of Israel. Good. So they're all coming back. Moses is coming back. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they're all coming. The forefathers are all coming back. Okay, come. Go ahead.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
And he spake by who?
By the mouth of his holy prophets.
All of y'all are prophets. All of y'all are prophets here. Most I got prophets everywhere. White man can't stand it. White man's the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Can't stand the prophets. The prophets are everywhere now. All throughout America. Camps and Israelite camps on the corners teaching the Most High's word. So the white man says, how can we stop these niggas? Okay, give them the coronavirus, put crack in their community, all right? Put churches in their community, but it can't stop them. They still can't stop you, okay? Because why? Because no lie is of the truth.
That's right.
So what? When the Most High bring the truth out, He's gonna bring it out. They cannot stop it. They know they can't. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna bring their Antichrist. They're gonna bring the beast. And they're going to come kill you. You better be prepared. They're coming to kill you, bro.
That's right.
And by any means necessary, they're going to try to kill you.
That's right.
That's what it means in Revelation 6. Okay, that first seal is broken. When it breaks, the one sitting on that horse, he's coming to conquer and conquer. And he's coming to kill.
That's right.
And he kills you by any means. Meaning if it's coronavirus, or meaning that damn vaccine, don't take that damn vaccine.
Right.
Don't take it, brother. I know there's camps that say take it. They're wrong.
That's right.
That's right.
Right.
The vaccine got pork in it.
Right.
Now am I going to be a leader of a camp and say take the vaccine knowing they got pork in it?
Right. Right.
They're out of their damn minds to tell you that. But nothing happened to them. They took it. And you got one nigga on there, part of a camp, took the vaccine and said nothing happened to me. I took the chip and nothing happened. Just wait a while. It's coming.
Right.
It's coming. You think they're going to have you take a vaccine, they're going to kill you right away? No. It's what? The death comes eventually. Or it creeps upon you. Give it a year or 2 or 3. It's coming. Because why? The clinical trials for a vaccine goes for 7 years. They had this vaccine in only 6 months.
Right.
So they don't even know themselves what's going to happen in a year or 2 or 3 now.
That's right.
From now. Give me a break. Don't take it, brother. Have faith. To be faithful. Just like coming out of Egypt, we had the Passover, didn't we? And your faith was what? Put the lamb on the 2 doorposts.
and have faith. And when that death angel came, what happened? No harm came near you because you followed faith. You followed what the commandment said to do. Niggas out of fear are going to take the vaccine. That's what they're going to do. You're scared.
Right.
And Yasharahla said, perfect love cast out fear. That's right. So you cannot be scared these last days because why? A lot of fearful things are going to happen. But you better have faith. See, faith and love of the Most High goes together.
That's right.
If you love the Most High, then you'll have faith and be obedient to the Most High.
That's right.
You will do it. But if you're fearful and scared, you're going to die.
That's right.
That's what Revelation, get that in Revelation, what is it, 18:21? All the fearful, all right, shall die. Go and now finish that.
Which have been since the world began. Verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And from the hand of all that hate
Now
us.
read from that part again.
Verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies.
We're going to be saved from our enemies. How about that? So who's the enemy? The white man?
Right.
Right.
Chinese man.
Right.
These damn gooks.
Right.
Okay? They are enemies. Japanese are enemies. Okay? Who else? Arabs. They're your enemies.
That's right.
They had a hand in the slave trade.
Right.
How about the damn Africans? The original Africans.
right.
Ham.
That's right.
Ham is your enemy, bro. Okay? So we're going to be saved from our enemies. That's what that means. And all of them that have destroyed us and used us and put us in captivity. Go ahead, up.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
And out from the hand of all that who do what?
That hate us.
That hate us. That's right. They hate us. But there you go again. They hate. And that hate goes all the way back to what? Jacob and Esau. All right? Goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau. Esau hated Jacob. Why? Because you stole the birthright. You didn't steal it. Okay? You didn't really steal it. Okay? You supplanted. You supplanted. That's all. Fair and square. All right? So you didn't really steal it. That's a wrong choice of words. You supplanted him. And his name is called Jacob for that reason. You supplanted him. But Esau don't like it. He still hates you for that. Till this day, he still hates you for that. Okay? You took his birthright from him. But the Most High played it out that way. That's the way the Most High did it. And so now here we come again. Jacob's hand held first Esau's heel. To do what? Because Jacob in the womb knew that the kingdom belonged to him.
That's right.
He knew it in the womb that he was supposed to be the first. But the Most High played it out that way. So Esau got his kingdom now. Now he's going to fall. He's going to fall. Because why? He was told to keep the commandments and he didn't keep one. He was told to do the law, statutes, and commandments. The white man from the Roman Empire, Greco-Roman Empire, until today didn't keep one commandment. So he's going to fall. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 72, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
See? To perform the mercy to our forefathers. And our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Noah, Methuselah, Enoch, Shem, our forefathers, right? Samuel, the prophets, Moses, right? Our forefathers. To perform the mercy written concerning our forefathers. Go ahead, huh?
And to remember his holy covenant.
And to remember his holy covenant. So that's what we're supposed to be doing now. Remember now. So that's why we read the scriptures, study to show yourself approved, and remember the holy covenant. Because it's all coming back. Okay? All coming back. The law, statute, commandments, the high holy days, all coming back, man. Okay, cut? Go ahead, show me. The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. He that overcometh shall inherit everything. See, you got to overcome. There's going to be brothers in the truth that have been in the truth for years, but will not overcome. Gun? It's not necessarily talking about the ones out in the world, talking about us in the truth. They will not overcome. Well, I've been in the truth for 20 years. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? You got to keep these commandments like everybody else.
That's right.
Not abuse your brother, take advantage of your brothers. Understand? You got to keep the commandments too. And if you're not in Yahweh Shai knows. Remember, he had disciples, when Yahweh had disciples with him that were with him, gave him spiritual power. And he said, you know something? You the devil. You the son of perdition. Judas Iscariot, right? You're the son of perdition. And Yahweh gave you spiritual power. They were able to cast demons out and all that. Okay? Going up. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. You got a legitimate question? You got to be a legitimate question, brother. Don't ramble on.
Okay, America says that you don't have one wife. So if you abide by America, you do what America says. You get married to one wife.
Okay, good. All right, that's your question, right? All right. So now, get me, what's it, Isaiah? What in Isaiah? Yeah, 4, Isaiah 4. Give me Isaiah 4. And then get me the one in Timothy about the bishop having one wife.
1 Timothy chapter 3.
Yeah, 1 Timothy chapter 3. Now read that out. Now,
The book of Isaiah.
Answer to your question, okay? Go ahead, out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man's say.
So now the Most High said, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. So what does that mean? That means in a certain period of time, in a certain day, 7 women, because why are women going to want to take hold, 7 women going to want to take hold of one man? What's going to drive them to do that? Huh? Yeah, to crash the destruction of Babylon. And the oncoming destruction of Babylon, not when it just happens. When it just happens, you ain't going to do nothing. So the oncoming of the destruction of Babylon, women are going to see it. All women are going to see it, and they're going to want to do what? Brother, I don't care how many wives you want. I just want a man. I just want a husband. Brother, can you be my husband? Understand? They're going to do that. Understand? Yeah, clean up your reproach. Okay? So they're going to see. That's why the Lord said a man is more precious than fine gold. That's right. Everybody wants fine gold. Why? Because it's precious. It's hard to find. It's precious. So the women are going to be drawn to men like fine gold. Okay? There's one thing about a brother. He loves gold. One thing about Israel. Read the history. We love gold. We wore it in our earrings. We wore it in our bracelets. We wore it in our garments, our girdles. Fine gold, brother. More precious. So the woman's going to see the black man like fine gold, and she's going to be drawn to him. Go ahead, huh?
In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man's say. We will eat our own bread.
See that? They're going to say, we will eat our own bread. And do what?
And wear our own apparel.
That means the black woman going to say, black man, what's the dietary law say? I want to follow that. What does the Bible say on how a woman should dress? Wear a dress? No more pants? I'll do that, black man. Just let me follow you. Just let me marry you. Right. Understand? That's what she's going to say. Because why? The destruction of Babylon is imminent.
That's right.
And she's going to see it. And the Most High is going to manifest it. Go ahead, huh?
Only let us be called by thy name.
Go ahead.
To take away our reproach.
So she's going to say what? Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. What's the reproach of the black woman? Okay? Her reproach is what Eve did in the Garden of Eden. Right? Her reproach was the Most High said all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. See, that's her reproach. And her way. She's going to mention to all you brothers and all our brothers, the black man, the Israelite man, just take away our reproach. In other words, it's spiritual, what we have done. All we're going to Eve, all up until today. Come. It's going to manifest itself. And now you're going to rule the world, have one wife. How the hell Adam had one wife, and he lived to be 900 years old? That's right. Man had concubines and everything. That's right. That's why the white man, when he had some slavery, what did he do with our wives? He laid with them and raped them and had concubines and everything. So a man's going to have more than one wife. You got it all right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay? But what the problem is, hold up, brother.
The problem is what? When we fell and broke the commandments of the Most High, the Most High said what? I'm not going to give you your glory, brother. The glory of a man is who? What's the glory of a man?
Woman.
It's woman. And the Most High took her away from us. He said that, why? Because we sinned against the Most High. So he took our glory. We're the Most High's glory. The man is the Most High's glory.
Right.
And the woman is the man's glory. And the Lord took her away from us. That's why he said only one wife in this society. So read that, brother, where you at?
It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Bring it up.
This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife.
What the Lord said? The husband of one wife. And the bishop is only a Roman Catholic word that means priest. All right, a leader of a church, of a congregation. So he said, husband of one wife. But in this society, the Most High is saying that. How in the hell, brother don't know his ass from a hole in the ground, gonna have more than one wife? So the Lord said, you don't even know yourself. You can't even teach the woman nothing. So he said, take thee one wife. That's what he said. That's why he said it. But the brothers, you got brothers in the truth now, they got more than one wife. Why? Because they know the teacher. They can give her wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You understand what I'm saying? You know now what to teach her. We're not saying every brother should go out there and look for all these women, but some women don't mind. As long as you can teach them the right things, order your house in righteousness, you'll have more. And then you got to be able to afford everything. But the Most High knows what the black man is due. Yeah, and we'll do our woman back too. And our woman is coming back. And a man's gonna have more than one wife, bro.
Right.
Okay? Go have more than one wife. Simple as that. You know, teach that old madness. One wife. No. We'll teach what the Bible said.
Right.
If you're gonna be a priest, it's better for you now. Okay, you're gonna be a leader of a church, a school, to have one wife now. But read the Bible. Weren't there priests that had two wives? When you read the Bible? Okay? There were priests that had more than one wife in the Bible. Okay, con? All right? But as long as you deal in righteousness. Okay, was that it up? Finish reading, yeah.
Vigilant, sober.
They must be vigilant and sober. How about that? Meaning not drunk with wine, not drunk in philosophy, not drunk with stupidity, but be sober and vigilant. Meaning diligent in the truth, in teaching the congregation. Go on,
of good behavior.
Good behavior, how about that? Go on.
Given to hospitality.
Say hospitality. This is talking about a bishop, a priest. I don't want to use the word bishop. The brothers may get the wrong idea. I don't want to use the word bishop. I want to use what the scriptures say. You know, I'm talking about priests, leaders. Okay? Priestly men. Going up.
Apt to teach.
Apt to teach. Go on.
Not given to wine.
Not given to wine. Go on.
No striker.
See? Not somebody who's ready to brawl. Not somebody who's ready to out of contention and strife. Understand? How you gonna have more than one wife and you like that? I know your households are out of order. You know what I'm saying? Going up.
Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Yeah, always want filthy lucre. All right, so how's the Most High gonna give a man like that more than one wife? He's not gonna do it. You're gonna have problems. So the Most High teach you what type of man should have, if you're gonna have more than one wife, what type of man you should be. But this is the priest. A priest should be somebody right now to be blameless, have one wife. This is the Most High says in Yasharahla. Going up.
But patient, not a brawler, not covetous, one that ruleth well his own house.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about now, right? So one that rules his own house, meaning what? Not only your own house, but the house of what? The house of Israel, the house, the Yasharahla. Okay, you gotta rule Yasharahla also. In righteousness. That house also. Going up.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
Okay, so having his children in subjection with all gravity. Okay, so that was the answer to that. I want just one more. Okay, one more, that's it. Amos 9:11. That's what I wanted to get before. There's one more and the brother gonna come up. Amos 9:11.
Bring it up! The book of Amos, chapter 9,
verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
So in that day, he's going to raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
That's right.
The tabernacle of David is Yasharahla, Israel, that is fallen. Going up.
And close up the breaches thereof.
Close up all the breaches thereof, all the division thereof is going to be closed up. It's not just talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. It's also talking about the actual tabernacle in Mount Zion too. God, it's also talking about that. Go on.
And I will raise up his ruins.
I will raise up his ruins. Go on.
And I will build it as the days of old.
See that? You're going to build as the days of old. And in the days of old, the men have more than one wife. Yeah. Cut. Men have more than one wife. Okay, going on.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
They're going to possess the remnant of Edom. Talking about Esau, the so-called white man. He's going to be a possession. He's going to captivity, slavery. All you white folk out there, you're going into slavery.
That's right.
Into captivity.
That's right.
Okay, you're going to have a new slave master in town.
That's right.
The nation of Israel.
That's right.
Okay, a new slave master going up.
And of all the heathen.
And all the heathen. All the rest of the heathen are going into captivity. Going up.
Which are called by my name, saith Yahweh.
Right.
That don't
And
face.
who does this?